Here's a quick video on how to register for our Spider Quest 2024 rally event. So you've probably already navigated to our website, and this is probably how you're finding this video. But you can navigate to the online registration page from our SpiderQuest.com site by clicking on the online registration. If you're coming to this website from your phone or your mobile device, you may have to select a different menu item to be able to get your online registration. But after you click that online registration tab, that will take you to the same exact page. That page there will have this big orange button up top there that tells you that your online registration. It tells you that we're open, and it won't say coming in April, but you'll see that that is that same exact button. It just says online registration. That takes you to our SpiderQuest registration page. On this home page, this gives you a lot of good information, a couple of things to kind of remind you. Your registration does include a free event shirt, and any events that we have, our closing ceremony, our meet and greet, all of those things are included with your registration. But we just need a little bit of information from you about those events, and make sure you select your free shirt size and style. And any of the free events and rides, make sure you select those so we know exactly how many are coming and how many bikes are on each of the rides. So make sure you read through those. Make sure you read down through this homepage specifically. It'll give you some good information, some tips and tricks on making sure that you register everything properly. Underneath the video here, you'll see a SpiderQuest ride waiver form. Please make sure you read this waiver form. You will be signing off on that once you get into the actual shop and register. So let's go ahead and get to it. Up in the top right hand corner, if you're again running on a laptop or a home computer, you can have the shop button will be up in the top right hand corner. If you're on your cell phone or a smaller laptop or smaller tablet device, you may have to hit the three horizontal lines to be able to get to these home and shop items. So I'm going to click the shop. That will get us into the actual shopping part of the registration. When you come into the shop, it automatically drops you into all products. I have pinned the top 4, which would be the normal items that you're going to sign up for, along with the other items below. So I'm just going to start with the registration. Again, registration, as it says here, it is per person. We kind of limit our registration at a max of 4, which typically hits the most amount of people. If you're registering as a group and you need to do more than 4, you can just do multiple registrations of that 4 count to be able to get to how many you need. Let's go down through all these questionnaires that we have here. So the waiver acknowledgement, obviously I'm going to select yes, so that I accept the terms of the waiver that are on that SpiderQuest page and are also on that main registration page. Here I'm going to list out everybody that I'm registering. So I'm going to register myself and my wife. I'm going to put myself there. I'm going to put my wife's name here. I'll come down here. I'm going to put my home address, my home shipping address. This just helps if something happens and you can't make it and you still want your items, your shirts, or that things shipped to your house. We will already have your information in hand, so you can easily do this for you. From below that, I'm going to type in my email address. And below that, this is a newer field this year. This is something that we always do lessons learned from previous years. We really don't have a quick, easy method to be able to get in touch with everybody. So this year we're going to do a little bit of cell phone chain. So if something happens, something changes, we can send out a quick cell phone text message to everybody or to smaller groups, depending on what the changes are or things like that. So you can list your cell phone number here. You can opt out at any time. So if you're like, you know what, that's enough. I can't handle these text messages. You can opt out at any time. But please go ahead and put your cell phone number in there. If you and your wife, you would both like the text message, you can put both phone numbers in there. You can do as many as you like. Obviously, don't go crazy, but you'll be able to add in everybody that's registering can also have their cell phone numbers in here, and we'll text everybody that same information. Below the cell phone is the riding group. This is an optional field, but if you'd like to share which riding group you represent, by all means put that in there. We kind of like to kind of see where everybody's kind of coming from, and what kind of riding groups and how many riding groups that come to our event. So I belong to the New York Spider Riders, so I've entered that in. Another optional field below here is how many Spider Quests have you attended? This is always a really cool field for us. We'd like to see different information, how many people keep coming back, and how many new people that we have come to our events every year. So if you like, you can place that information in there. Again, it's optional. You don't necessarily need to, but it's really cool information for us. The second to last field here is how many spiders, rikers, or bikes that you're bringing with you. My wife and I, we each ride a spider, so I'm going to select 2. The next field down here in the bottom is quantity. This is going to be how many people that I'm registering. And you'll see that it's got a number 1 here. And then as soon as I hit this up arrow, it's going to change to number 2. And it's going to calculate out that $65 per registration. And it's going to calculate that 130 information here. Below, you'll see there's a little bit of some wordage here. You can see everything that it's already things that I've already stated, but the quantity above is how many people you're registering. And then you can register a maximum of 4 people. After I've entered that information, I'm going to hit add to cart. This will now take me over to the shopping cart, and I'll start building out my shopping cart. Everything looks good to me, kind of reviewed everything. I've spelled everything correctly. I'm going to hit back. I'm going to hit continue shopping. So I can continue, and I want to add in my event shirts. So from here, I'm going to select in my crew neck. I'm going to select my 2XL, quantity of 1, add to cart. Then I'm going to go back to add the shirt for my wife. Free event shirt. Select she wants the V-neck. I'm going to go large, add to cart. Back up to continue shopping because I definitely want to go to closing ceremonies. That is a free event. And then also note that it says per person. So make sure you put in how many people. So my wife and I are both going. So quantity of 2, add to cart. Continue shopping because I want to go to meet and greet for sure. Again, per person, quantity of 2, add to cart. Continue shopping. From here, that's kind of all the items up here that are pinned up here. There's multiple different ways that you can navigate through the rest of the items that you can add into your registration, into your cart. This all product is everything that we make available for you. You can just scroll down through here. Everything is in alphabetical order. But for me, I recommend using these fast tabs on the left-hand side. So obviously registration, we've already used both of those items. So I'm just going to jump down to events. In the events, you'll see that obviously we have the closing ceremony I signed up for, the meet and greet, and then we have opening in the dinner cruise. So I'm going to start with the dinner cruise because I haven't done that before, so I want to do that this year with my wife and I. So it's $78. It is per person, and then the parking is included this year. So I'm going to select quantity of 2, and it took that $78 and it times it by 2 and 156. Add to cart. I'm going to continue back to shopping. I'm going to hit the events again because I for sure want to go to opening ceremony. It's going to be different. It's going to be under a tent this year. So $35 per person, quantity of 2, add the cart. Continue shopping. So from here, I can click on the rides fast tab if you want. You can, again, list all the rides. Again, I recommend going to the different days. It just helps navigate through it a little bit cleaner so you can see which rides are on which days. Select the ride. Make sure you look at the details. Is it per bike? Is it per person? So on Friday, there's a couple different rides that are here. High Falls Gorge, we do charge $24. That will go right to them. We don't take any of that money. That goes right to get you into the High Falls Gorge in Whiteface Mountain. On Saturday, there's another ride here for the Star Trek experience. This is a per person charge, so make sure you pay attention to that if you're going to sign up for that. Also, the pig roast that we do have 2 waves that go through. One leaves at 9:30 at $14 per person, and the wave 2 leaves at 10. That is also $14 per person. So make sure you select those appropriately. I'm going to go ahead and select this one here. This one here, quantity of 2 is how many people. You can see that calculate. But we also like to know how many bikes we're going to have in our group. That way we can figure out how many people or how many bikes are going to be in our ride as we ride over to the Glenn Wayne's house for this pig roast. And then I'm going to hit add to cart. You can continue after you're going to go back to the continue shopping again, and then just keep adding all the rides and all the different things that you would like to to use, whether it be a breakfast buffet. We have purchase products where you can purchase the 11th anniversary logoed T-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, zip up or pullovers. So you can add in all the different products that you would like. After you're done adding in everything, I'm going to hit the shopping cart icon up in the top right hand corner. From here, verify everything looks good for yourself, and then hit the checkout button in the bottom right. This will take you over to the customer information page. This will have your email address. If it's not there, please go ahead and type it in. This is for more or less the GoDaddy site that we use. This phone, it does say optional. Go ahead and type it in if you would like to. We already have it from the registration page, but if you want, you can type it in here. And then in the in-person pickup, please make sure you put the first and last name of the person that's going to be coming in and signing in with us when you arrive at the Great Escape Lodge. The pickup address is here. This gives you the address of the hotel, and then some pickup instructions. Just kind of tells you exactly where we're going to be at and where do you go to get your welcome packet and all of that information. After you've entered your first and last name and your email address, go ahead and hit continue. This will take you over to the payment page. You'll have two options here for payment. You can either use PayPal or you can do a mail-in check. We'll speak to the mail-in check first. Mail-in check will give you the information of where to send your payment to. All right. So when you mail your check to Roger, please reference, either have the name that you have on your registration or your confirmation number, something like that Roger can reference so he knows where to apply that payment to. Jumping back up to PayPal, if you don't have a PayPal account, that is fine. You can click PayPal checkout. You'll have a guest option there to be able to pay as a guest and just enter in your credit card. Or if you do have a PayPal account, you can just log in with that account and you can use that feature. If you already have an account, you probably already know how it works, and then just continue through there. After you've selected your checkout from there and you've already made the payment from there, or you hit the mail by check, you'll be able to go over to the order confirmation page. All right. So that order confirmation, that will allow you, you'll see your order again, like you can see here, and then you can confirm everything looks good. You will then receive an email from the GoDaddy site. It'll say Spider Quest registration. It'll give you your confirmation. Once we confirm everything on our end, we data entered everything in on our side, you will then get another email stating that we have your packet and everything ready for pickup. Once you arrive on site and you do pick up your item, we will try to check mark that you have that. So you may get a third email after you arrive saying that you've in person picked up your shirts and your welcome packet. So just make sure you take a look at those emails that come through. Make sure you verify everything looks good. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email us. You can hit us up on Facebook. If you have any questions, please navigate through that. And we will more than welcome to help that. So if you need anything else, please let us know. Thank you.